To me, being a leader is more than just directing individuals around and taking the role of a captain or a chief when things are difficult. A leader is someone who can empathize, who can ensure that inclusivity for all is prioritized, and highlight and champion liberty in the actions that they take. That definition is something that both I and the Young Heroes Award agree on, and it's why I am so honored to be recognized as one of the many leaders here who have championed liberty around the nation. My nonprofit, Holding Hands, was established to address the multifaceted issue of educational inequity, designing programs that serve disadvantaged students at several educational levels. Our first project was inspired by my identity. As an Asian American woman, I know firsthand what it is like to be curious about my background, something that I had never had the opportunity to learn about until my late education. It wasn't until I was challenged to use my voice during classes where I was taught the background behind my identity that I was able to truly advocate for myself. What I realized then was that the privilege I am afforded and having support when pursuing educational aspirations like exploring who I am and having classes offered at my school that covered my identity was not a privilege that other students in Dallas or even nationally were given. That was something that I couldn't accept. If I was denied a voice before being provided such an opportunity, that meant that there were millions of others out there who were still voiceless, with no one to advocate for them and no ability to advocate for themselves. In order to address the systemic inequities in education and provide students with a voice that I was previously stripped of, Holding Hands created the first project of student-designed courses that focused on lessons that aren't typically taught in schools, things like Asian American history and civil rights in America. We also designed mentorship programs, pairing first-generation high school students with first-generation college students of similar backgrounds, and partnered with nationwide college counseling services to provide free counseling and workshops to students. While Holding Hands began with my own desire to see more representation in the classroom, learning about figures who looked like me or had a similar background as me, it immediately grew to a larger, more panting hunger for something that expanded beyond just representation for myself and my community, something that ensured that systemic inequity within education was eradicated once and for all.